Hi there. So, okay, this isn't a commentary video or really anything special, but I'm an artist, as you know, and I decided, hey, maybe I should branch out into different fields of content. So what I'm gonna do is open a canvas here, and hi, this is me. I don't know why I have this pen. Um, yeah. So hands. Uh, hands. Welcome to my lecture. Nice. Okay. So this is gonna be really. Obviously I didn't make a script for this kind of video, but lots of people have trouble with hands. Most hands, if you can't really do them, end up like this, or if you want to take the lazy route like I used to do, this, or this. I don't know. But I don't blame the people who do that. I don't even blame people who trace hands, because it's difficult. Many appendages, many different shapes, functions, all movements. They're difficult to draw, and I completely get that. But I have a trick with hands that actually most people do know. But yeah, again, I'm just branching out to different content. If you guys, okay, obviously there's a tutorial on hands here. Tutorial on hands. I hope you love my handwriting, by the way. It's so bad. Anyways, yeah. I can do multiple tutorials. I know how to do the other eye, so if you have troubles with that, just any tutorial suggestions, I can do it. I use Clip Studio Paint, so if you want to learn stuff about this little friend right up here, yeah, just literally just comment. I don't know. But yeah, start with the randomness, I guess. So hands, they kind of suck. We all know that. And what I'm gonna use now is I have very tiny hands, by the way, but I'm gonna use my hands as a reference. If you need a reference for hands, sure, go on Pinterest if you don't want to use your own, but I use my own in most cases. And usually you start with a box. If you're gonna go for what I usually do is the anime style, all that stuff. I mean, yeah, it's kind of difficult, but you do you, I guess. It's best to kind of draw out the knuckles. This is a really poor representation, but what I do is a skeleton first. So you do this, knuckle, 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 tip, 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 knuckle, tip. This is a really bad representation, but I can probably get somewhere with this. So we go here. That's your skeleton. You do another layer, okay? Now it's best to do this so you actually have an idea of where your hand is going to actually be, what it's going to end up looking like. Stuff like that. And that is kind of fundamental when it comes to art. You do that and eventually it might just end up working for you. Now what I'm doing right now is just drawing over what I feel like the hand would look like. Just even fingers and all, this is just a rough sketch. So you're not gonna do this exactly, but this is sort of what you could do, map out what you're doing stuff like this. And another thing that I struggle to really grasp is that the middle finger is the biggest, tallest finger. Index is the second tallest, and ring finger right here is slightly smaller than your index. And if you want to get your anatomy correct, just always keep that in mind. I usually never do, but I'm working on it. Yeah. So as you see here, slight hand. This needs to be smaller. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm probably not going to do great with this, but okay, yeah. This is an amazing example. I know. I'm the best, aren't I? Anyways, so let's branch out from hands. to arms. Okay, so I'm gonna draw a little Sakudo here. Doot, doot. There. Give her big ol' hips. Like that, wow. Thick and curvy. How we all love our women. I'm sorry. Anyways, shoulder. Arm. Now what we're gonna give Sakudo here is a very detailed, majestic arm. So you start with the skeleton, obviously. And this is the joint. And you go down here and say your hand is like here. And now we go from there and say this is the neck, so we go here. Think about it like anatomy-wise. These are the bones that connect all the shoulders and collarbones together. You know, you might want to include that in most of your things, but if you're going for the anime style, it's just kind of like this. I don't know. I don't really know how much to say it. It's just kind of like sort of oval triangle to a triangle. And then you turn that triangle into not a triangle. This is the best tutorial I know. Boobs. Okay. I just had to. I'm sorry, but yes, boobs are life. Yeah. So you have the joint right here. When it comes to doing arms, always include the elbow. I feel like it shows your like audience or whoever you're drawing to just the detail you put into everything, and I guess it kind of explains better, you know. Yeah, I gotta adjust the boob, I'm sorry. It explains better where the joint is, what you're doing, what the arm is doing, like this one's bending, and now we have this, and we use this reference right here as kind of our base, and this is where the arm begins, and go down, down, down. Yeah, that's not a good hand. Yep. Here, you see, what I'm not doing right now and what I should be doing is zooming in on the spot. If you're using Clip Studio Paint and you're using what I use, which is like a Huion Canvas Pro 16, which is just it's just a second monitor. Zoom in. It helps, I promise. Here, so we add the hand, go here, 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 here. And now, if you need help with, I have troubles with thumbs. So think about it like this. So your thumbs, they're supposed to go on the inside of the body. They're supposed to face that way. And so for this, I would go like, what? Why aren't you? Oh. Okay. Anyways, the thumb would go right here because it's facing inside the body. But say if it was like, you have an arm stretched out, and it's like this. Since it's technically twisted because you have your hand out, gesturing towards someone. Think about it like this: you're twisting your arm outward, and so the thumb would be on the outside. That's my little trick. I know that was very random, but like it does help me every now and again. But yeah, back to this. With thumbs and going on to fingers, you want to connect the thumb like a little U-turn sort of to the next finger, which goes like this, and there you go. That's a finger. I did a decent finger. I am so proud of myself. And then you do the same, but it's a bit of a smaller one. Always keep this line here. By the way, it kind of helps direct your eyes properly. Because like, say this, you could say this is a knuckle. And then you don't need to draw a knuckle. That's my little cheat. And then you could do this and this. Now we have a hand. We have a pretty decent hand. Nice. This is for the record books. I know, I am so proud of myself. But yeah, to sum it down for you, basically, sorry, I'm saying it with boobs. Basically, step by step is skeleton, do your fingers, all that jazz. Go on from there, another layer, draw it all out, kind of like this. This obviously isn't a good example, but from there you can just kind of map out what you're doing, and it does, I think, this is the much more tedious route, I'm aware, but it's also the much more safer route if you are to, like, say if you're doing a commission, you gotta, like, get the best results. It's best to take the longer route. It gives your brain time to, like, focus and do all that jazz, and it also gives the person you're drawing for, or you or your audience, just time to relinquish how much effort you really put into everything. Secudo. She's kind of thick. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stop. Bye.